Hello, you are listening to the OmniTalk Fast 5, brought to you in partnership with the A&M Consumer and Retail Group, Firework, SPS Commerce, and Sezzle. All right, Chris, let's move on to headline number 3. So Firework has added AI to its live stream shopping capabilities. According to The Current, Firework recently released a beta version of a live shopping platform assisted by the hottest topic that everybody is talking about at every single conference on every single stage, here and otherwise, which is generative AI.
And rightly so.
Yes,
in my opinion.
For sure.
Yes.
So they launched this with a fresh market, and the tool enables customers to use the in-video chat tool of a live stream long after the initial session is over, which means shoppers will be able to ask questions about the products or services featured in a live stream after it plays live and is still available for viewing on a brand's website. And then the AI engine will provide responses in real time. For instance,
yes, Ann, give me an example, please.
If you look at the video that we posted on LinkedIn or on our YouTube channel
yes,
of how this
right.
works, shoppers can go, they can see a recipe being prepared, and they can chat right next to the video and say, what's the recipe for the salad? What is that salad dressing that they're using? And then the generative AI tool will immediately provide the ingredients, you can add them to your basket, check out, go get your stuff right at your closest fresh market. It's a dream, in my opinion. But Chris, what do you think?
So I can learn how to make an Italian dressing. I can just ask how to make
Chris,
the Italian dressing in the
video. You can get the recipe, but whether or not that's going to be an edible thing is
dressing.
quite another. The AI is not that good yet.
I can get the ingredients, but I can't make the recipe.
Yes.
Well said, Ann. All right. What do I think of this? I love this one too. Mm-hmm. And this is one. And Firework's a sponsor of ours, so when we put them in the headlines, it's very thoughtful and very deliberate, and it got validated by loyal OmniTalk fan Fredo yesterday as we were talking about the headlines. She's talking to me about this on Twitter about how much she likes it, and we're going on a stream and because it's important, and it gets back. I think it's so smart because it gets back to what we've talked about on the show, and I will say it till I'm freaking blue in the face. The idea here is shoppable video in the United States. Mm-hmm. It's not about the live streaming element. This enables the elements of a live stream to live on long after the actual live production.
Right.
Think about this for our webinars. If we had this for our webinars where people are engaging with us in real time through text chat,
right.
If we could actually still do that while the content's living out there in perpetuity,
right.
That's valuable.
Yeah.
It's valuable, especially if it's done in a way that is promoting the content that you want to send to people. So our thoughts, our feelings, or the aspects of the products, as in this case, which is probably the most applicable form of expression of using this technology, to highlight the products in that way. So, ultimately I like that too for a financial reason, because when you do that, you're creating better conversion over a longer period of time with the same asset. So you're taking the video and you're enabling it to convert for a longer period of time, which, by the way, what I just said is the essence of better ROI. That is the definition of making your assets work harder for you.
Right.
So there's nothing not to love about this announcement, in my opinion, Ann.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think there's much to add. You've kind of covered all the benefits. I wanted to say one thing about, I think, the challenges that some retailers may face with this.
Right.
And the importance of how to overcome those challenges.
Yep.
We've heard a ton here. I would say the most surprising thing that I've heard from the retailers that we've interviewed on stage or that we've talked to in passing is how much retailers are using generative AI already for content creation. Mm-hmm. And I think that, as someone coming from an internal creative agency at a large retailer, that makes your creative teams nervous. You're whether or not their jobs are going to be around still, how you maintain that brand voice, how you maintain the brand authenticity, can you do that using a tool like generative AI? And I think the important thing to hear is, yes, you can. This tool is so powerful. This is I think, we're still feeling how impactful this generative AI is going to be. It's the new internet. I think the issue is this is able to before. This is not the chatbots of old. This experience is able to replicate in your brand voice, with the brand standards in place, the experience that you want for your customers. And so now it's about, restructuring your creative teams to be able to feed this engine to help support this experience. It's not going to be the same, but it is going to end up being a tool that will aid in the creative process.
Yeah, 100%. And since we're at Shop Talk too, the other part for me with AI is these are the like kind of the use cases we all understand because they're pivots on what we've seen before.
Right.
But my other big takeaway is the AI use cases for what we don't know yet are just now starting.
Right.
And when you start thinking about that in the intersection of commerce, then it's like, holy crap, what's next? You know, is this mobile? Is this the dawn of e-commerce in the 90s? Is this the next big shift? My gut is telling me it is, but we'll find out, Ann.
Right.